Most watch brands use a suite of marketing tools to attract the attention of potential buyers. They regularly engage brand ambassadors, sponsor sport events, and host various social events as well. But sometimes when you scratch the glossy surface, beneath there's little substance to be found. However, with NOMOS, there's no need for marketing-rich hyperbole. The brand's products are simply brilliant. I'm going to explain over the next few minutes why you should seriously consider buying a NOMOS watch, in particular its Tangente model. NOMOS was founded in 1990, just 2 months after the fall of the Berlin Wall. The company's manufacturing facilities are based in Glashütte, a town with a rich watchmaking history. Located in central Glashütte, adjacent to the town's railway station, you'll see NOMOS' HQ. The brand also has additional facilities in the area, making an array of components. The company's inaugural models, released in 1992, and featured ETA movements. In 2005, the firm unveiled its first in-house caliber, the Alpha movement. At the heart of the company's DNA is an overriding desire to be independent, something it has demonstrated again and again, releasing various in-house movements. In 2014, NOMOS unveiled its swing system, a term it uses to describe the escapement and regulating organ. This was a huge undertaking, said to have cost 11 million euros. The escapement and regulating organ are responsible for controlling the flow of time, ensuring time displayed on the dial is accurate. The precise composition of the brand's distinctive blue hairspring is a secret. The manufacturing process involves creating a thin wire of uniform thickness that is then subject to heat and formed into a coil. Again, this process is shredded in secrecy. The manufacturing tolerances are measured in nanometers. Just to put that in perspective, there are 1 million nanometers in 1 millimeter. The hairspring has to be paired with the balance wheel, a process termed classage. Then a process of adjustment takes place, ensuring the spring breathes concentrically. The balance is poised and is then regulated. The brand's movements are known to be very accurate, delivering chronometer level precision. I could talk about NOMOS movements for hours, but today I'm going to focus closely on the Tangente model. Product firm's inaugural collection in 1992, the Tangente has always been a popular model. Its styling embraces the ideas of 3 design movements, all of which are German in origin: the Deutsche Werkbund, Bauhaus, and Old School. The Tangente, now over 20 years old, has no wrinkles or age spots. Indeed, it's worn edgy as well. I suspect it will retain its fresh-faced complexion for many years to come. Nevertheless, staff based at the company's in-house design facility in Berlin have not twiddled their thumbs. On the contrary, over the years they've created a variety of Tangente references, embracing new colours and textures. In 2018, the German marque released the Tangente neomatik 421 update, presenting the prevailing date in a highly original way. It featured a new movement, the caliber DUW 6101, and it went on to win the Challenge Watch Prize in the GPHD Awards, watchmakers equivalent to the Oscars. There's much to say about this model, and I intend to talk about it at length in a separate video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to avoid missing out. Let me start by looking at the Tangente reference 139. Housed in a 35mm case, the model features a pure white dial, and it has slender hands which are thermally blued. This term refers to the process of heating hands to approximately 290 degrees centigrade to deliver a shade of cornflower blue. The typography is Bauhaus inspired, with even numbers depicted with Arabic numerals and odd numbers denoted with elongated slender battens. The small second at 6 o'clock is recessed and snailed. The Alpha caliber, as I said before, was the brand's first in-house movement, and it's hand-wound. Unlike most Swiss watches that employ a series of bridges, this movement is equipped with a 3/4 plate, a characteristic found on most watches from this region. 3/4 plate delivers superior stability, mitigating the risk of potential flex. It is adorned with Glashütte ribbing and the screws are thermally glued. The ratchet wheel and crown wheel are embellished with Glashütte sunburst decoration, and perlage adorns the main plate. Everything is refined, and considering the modest price point, is what cost us £1,860 at this moment, it delivers a high quality price ratio. Last year, NOMOS released the Tangente Neomatic Platinum Grey, offered in two sizes, 35mm and 39mm, and available with a solid caseback or sapphire caseback. The model features the caliber DUW 3001. We'll return to this movement shortly. The name platinum grey refers to the rhodium plating of the dial. Rhodium is one of the 6 platinum group metals, the others being ruthenium, palladium, osmium, iridium, and of course platinum. The layout is consistent. Slim hands, albeit silver tone in this instance, Bauhaus-inspired Arabic numerals, and a small seconds display. One of the characteristics of the Tangente is it wears larger than its stated case dimensions would suggest. This can be attributed to the elongated angular lugs. The model, like many NOMOS references, is presented in a whole-wing shell cut-oven strap. It's a premium leather crafted in Chicago. The case is highly polished throughout, and it's notably slim, measuring just 6.9mm in height. The brand has just released the Tangente Neomatic Blue Gold, the specification of which is identical to the Neomatic Platinum Grey, save for its colour. The Blue Gold, or Blue Gold, takes its name from the dial treatment. It's gold-plated prior to being galvanised, imbuing the dial with a shimmer. The dial is appointed with a sunburst finish that bestows pockets of brilliance and shade. The small sacking is presented in the same blue finish, but the staling causes it to appear darker. The slender bezel, the cylindrical case with its straight flanks, and the elongated lugs uphold Tangente tradition. This new caliber delivers the benefits of automatic winding while remaining as slim as many handweight movements. Take the handweight alpha caliber, it measures 2.6mm in height, while the Neomatic caliber has a thickness of just 3.2mm, only 0.6mm greater. How did NOMOS achieve this? Well, one of the things it did was the look of the transfer of energy from the barrel, the fuel tank if you will, via the gear train to the escapement. On many watches, only about 70 to 75% of the energy in the barrel actually reaches the escapement due to frictional losses. Working with the Technical University of Dresden, NOMOS designed a new, more efficient gear train. By optimizing the efficiency of the gear train, the German brand managed to achieve an efficiency of 94.2%. This allowed them to reduce the size of the mainspring and by default the height of the movement. Yet, despite being slim, the movement still delivers a decent power reserve of 43 hours. I could talk at length about the balance bridge being secured at 2 points rather than 1 in order to enhance stability, or talk at length about movement decoration, or the fact that the ultra-thin calibers are usually the preserve of haute horlogerie with commensurate pricing. However, I'm going to discuss these topics again at a future point. So what do I think of NOMOS? As if you need to ask. I love NOMOS. My daughter's a Tangente. My wife has a Tangente. I have a NOMOS on order at the moment, albeit it's Club Sport. Nevertheless, I will buy a Tangente eventually. Why? Well, the Tangente is beautifully made. The design promises to look good for generations to come. The watches are incredibly comfortable to wear, and from a technical perspective, they're fabulously engineered. They also deliver an incredible quality-price ratio. And you can see why Tangente is one of the most popular German watches on the market today. Its virtues have also led to the collection scooping numerous prizes over the years. Quite simply, the Tangente, and specifically the Blue Gold model, received a thumbs up from me.